as evidenced by the score, which is tied at 24 at the moment.
Okay, the wing ball went in for Earl as well as the 9 ball.
And he certainly made short work of that.
Yeah. He's made the wing ball on that side of the table the 4 ball that time. A couple times from that side of the table, and now that the 9 ball went in, I predicted that he's going to break from there again. Sometimes the way the balls settle allow the 9 ball to head towards one pocket or another. And when you find a spot where the 9 ball starts heading for the pocket, that's the side that you will tend to stay on. So Earl now has a 1-game lead.
Biggest advantage in this game has been, was it 6 games?
I believe it was 6 games.
For Earl Strickland. At the moment, he has a 1-game lead over Efren Reyes.
After 50 games of play. This was forecast to be a very close, tight match.
That's what it is.
Well, here's a very nice shot. And this goes to show you the billiards expertise of Efren Reyes. He's positioning both balls on the table, playing the right speed on the object ball as well as the cue ball, in an endeavor to deny his opponent access easy route to the object ball. Earl made a pretty good kick, but he was a little misfortunate once again. For having a ball in hand, Efren didn't get where he wanted to go there at all. And he made a nice shot, and it was a good use of speed that allowed that ball to fall. He caught the rail just a little bit going in, but the soft speed allowed it to hug the rail.
As you said, the pocketing has not been as accurate as it was early on, but certainly Efren Reyes drawing on his experience here.
There was a nice kill shot. That's maximum spin but minimum force, so the cue ball doesn't slide to the right too much on that little bit of angle that he had. We saw 3 balls this rack go in with very soft speeds. They had a high volume of power to them. They wouldn't have fell. And that's part of the experience you're talking about. He shoots the ball so that the pocket's conducive to accepting it. And he's taken a very difficult rack and made it look or appear fairly simple.
Efren Reyes ties up the count again at 25. And we've played 50 games, as Mark Wilson pointed out. And none of the crowd here is making a move. They're going to stay on and see what's going to happen here at the end of the evening. This is only the first of 3 nights of spectacular pool. We're witness to it, seeing these 2 great players fight it out toe-to-toe. 9-ball competition. Remember, $100,000 pot, winner take all in the color of money from Ridgeway's Bar and Restaurant here in Hong Kong.
Okay, Efren set to break. Lost the cue ball again, and he even made an effort to take extra care of the cue ball that time.
Would you say that that's been characteristic of Efren's game, is misfortune at the break?
No, he had a couple times it was misfortune, but the last few times it hasn't been by virtue of the kiss. It's been slightly mishit. And I think he may be striving too hard to try to keep up with Strickland's break a little bit and maybe overpowering or overamping. The break has actually worked quite well for Strickland and given him a number of good wins where it denied Efren any access to depriving Earl of the win. Looks like a little semblance of rhythm coming back to Earl's game.
Reminiscent of that big run he had earlier on in the match. Earl Strickland with win number 26. First to score 35 wins will end the evening, and then we'll pick it up from there tomorrow. The score will be a carryover or carried over the second night.
And at the end of the second night, one of the players is going to be at 70 wins, needing 50 wins in the final night to take the match.
Right.
The trailing player each night actually has an opportunity to win more than the prescribed amount, because he can make up the games he's behind from the night before and then actually end up taking the lead. Now Strickland's moved out off the rail, which is amusing. Nearly scratched. In fact, he did scratch, and he's had such good results off the rail. I don't know why or what possessed him. Maybe he looked at the rack and saw something, or felt like it was better from there. But
remember, he held the 9 ball from the other side just a few minutes ago,
as well as the wing ball's been flying in over there. Efren made a nice opening shot. You know, it's amazing that even with ball hands, sometimes it's hard. I see players miss balls, and have been guilty of doing so myself. Sometimes at home I practice with my wife, and if she misses one with ball hand, I'll look at her and I say, well, sometimes ball and hand's tough, honey. That usually infuriates her.
I can believe that.
I always am totally amazed with the proficiency that Efren hits those balls. Just enough speed, just the right spin. The cue ball just gets to the right place. And even all the pool I've ever watched in my life, I can still sit here and my mouth virtually agape of just so awed by his talent. It's like how you see a great artist paint a picture. They just have the exact right touch to each stroke. And
well, the deftness of it really amazes one. You're witness to it here.
This is one talent that I don't know could be trained, and I don't know that you could ever get this. I think this is just a sheer genius and God-given talent. Not that he hasn't worked hard in addition to that, but I don't know if he could ever get this proficient.
We're tied again. Score is 26 all. And this match which will go to the first place.